Howdy folks, welcome to Hummus Foodie Friday. My name is Kenneth.
My name is Jessica.
And today we are making a chicken and rice casserole without the rice.
So we're making chicken cauliflower casserole.
We're using cauliflower bits instead of rice.
Okay. So the very first thing that we're going to do is we're going to put some butter in a large overproof skillet. We don't have a skillet that is big enough for this tonight. I apologize if my voice is a little different tonight.
She's a little high.
No, I'm not high at all now. I tweaked my back yesterday, and then while I was at HEB to get some groceries this morning, my back completely locked up to where I was like hanging over the cart. Called my husband in almost tears, and I was like, hey, I need you to come to HEB because my back is locked up, and it's hurting just standing here right now. The doctor told me not to go to work on Sunday, but we're already short. So we're going to do 2 tablespoons of butter here. I already have the pan warming up. I'm notorious, you guys, for starting food and
putting everything
in there and then turning it on. So he gets after me for
It's
that.
okay for the butter because you still got to melt the butter.
Hello, Bradley. Hello, Lynn. Hello, Shaylee. Renee. Yes, exactly. Celia, Rachel, Cindy. Yeah, Kelly. I went to the emergency clinic near the house because normally I would drive to BAMC, which is our military hospital, because they have an emergency acute care, and if you can't get in with your PCM, then you can go there. But that was like a 20-30 minute drive.
To burn your hands?
No, that was like a 20-30 minute drive, and then of course waiting, and I needed something right away because I could barely even move. Now we're going to add some garlic and about 3/4 of our scallions and cook them, stirring occasionally until soft, about 2 minutes. So then while we were there, I had Kenneth drop me off, and I said, hey, you're probably going to have to come back and pick me up. Or he didn't drop me off. I drove there, and they would not give me any pain medicine until he arrived. So then they gave me Norco 10, which I knew was going to pretty much put me in la-la land in about 1 hour, because that's just what Norco does to me. Literally, I feel like I'm high. And so I just kind of woke up from a nap now, just because the girls were laying on the doorbell when they got home, because it wasn't unlocked. But the doctor told me that this is like a 5-day injury to heal. So he's like, you need to let it heal. And of course, a doctor talking to a nurse telling them not to go to work when we're short already. Yeah, so I don't know what's going to happen. Hello, Louise, Laura, Michelle, please stop.
It's Dodger.
With the thing. Oh my God. Really, Dodger? You decide to play with your toys as we go live.
I thought it was one of the girls too. That's why I quietly walked around the corner looking. It wasn't the girls. It was the dog actually playing with the dog's toy.
He has been loving his bark boxes. He has a bark box on the way, by the way.
Yeah.
Already coming in from Kentucky. And when a box gets here, he now runs over here expecting to have something for him. Hey, Pietro, Jan, George. Then we're going to add our broccoli.
So
2 cups of broccoli.
2 cups of broccoli. And we're not going to just dump in the bag.
Oh, we're not. And these are already washed and ready to eat.
Stop. That's way more than 2 cups.
Oh, I'm sorry. So we're going to put in our 2 cups of broccoli, and then we're going to add our chicken, which is 2 cups of shredded rotisserie chicken. And I already got it already. Our grocery store, I love how they already have it for us. So that's kind of nice. I think the star of the show today is going to be the cheese. I really do. This is not a typical cheese that you would put in here.
Or that we would normally.
Yeah, exactly. I had to actually look it up, see if HEB had it, because I had no idea. I had to actually go to the deli to get it sliced for me. Then we're going to add the rice, which we're not doing rice. We're doing the cauliflower bits, which is going to be 1 cup. We could probably put more than 1 cup in there of this.
Yep. Are we doing the tomato?
Yep. Got our diced tomato. Salt and pepper to taste. I'm trying to get this. Oh, thank you. Yes.
Is this what you wanted?
Yes, we're going to need that. Because I'm going to stir up our stuff. So needless to say, I'm kind of laying low to get myself better before work on Sunday. Let's see here. How much? 2 cups.
And then it says salt and pepper to taste.
Kosher salt and some
So,
pepper.
got my kosher salt finally. A lot of people ask, what's the difference? Well,
Yep, I'm one of them who says that. What's the difference? Salt to salt.
yes, that is true to a certain point. Kosher salt, as you can see here, it's much coarser, okay? It's much coarser. And this is actually going to change how it gets absorbed into what you're cooking.
Oh, okay. Do we have a stirrer? Yes, it's over here.
What, you want this one?
Yeah, that'll be fine. There we go. We might not even really have to put that in the oven. Well,
Oh, we will. No,
yeah, we will.
Because it's got to...
It's got to soak up the juice to soften the broccoli. And one of the recipes that I had seen, because I had a total different recipe than this one, but I couldn't find it while I was on my phone at work at the HEB. It said get frozen broccoli, and I prefer fresh broccoli over frozen. Most definitely.
Also using coarse ground pepper. Ready to go?
Yep. So we're constantly continuing trying to eat healthier. And when I saw this recipe, I was like, ooh, rice sounds really good. But I know you can really have a great substitute of the cauliflower bits. And we
were both skeptical of that at first.
Yeah.
We were both very, very skeptical.
But the cauliflower bits, you don't want to get the cauliflower bits that are frozen. Because if you do that, then they get very mushy.
Now, if you're going to be doing the mashed potato substitute with the cauliflower, the frozen is fine because you're going to mash it up anyway.
Yes. Yeah, you totally could. But when you're cooking a meal like this and you want the cauliflower bits to kind of be more like the rice, you want to get the fresh cauliflower bits. So
we were supposed to...
what ours looked like was this.
We were supposed to whisk the sour cream in with the...
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah,
Put some in and...
If I can get this stupid pull tab.
You got it?
Good thing it's not a hand grenade, otherwise I'd be dead by enemy action.
You would what?
If I was having trouble pulling that thing like it was a hand grenade pin,
Oh.
the enemy would have got me.
Oh, yeah, that wouldn't have been good.
Ooh, yeah, that's going to be rich. Look at that. That richened up that broth real fast.
Well, I kind of figured, number one, with the sour cream, and we're going to be using dill-flavored Havarti cheese. Yeah, 1 cup of diced dill Havarti cheese. And I knew that was going to be more of a...
Oh, it's got a bit of a bite to it.
See, I don't even really know how to describe cheese. Cheese is cheese to me. Cheese is cheese to me.
I try.
Well, I can never figure out the words to say. I would have said it's tart to me. Sorry, I can't even...
I was sitting there going, okay, you can try. See, we got the Havarti, and got a little block of it, and
oh, I should put the oven on.
You can see how it's got the little bits of dill in it. Oh my goodness, this stuff is so good.
So you're going to want to put your oven on 425. We forgot to put that on, no biggie. We can always kind of let this. We're going to whisked the chicken broth and the sour cream in a bowl.
No, we didn't.
It's in the skillet. Bring it to a simmer. And then we're going to stir in half of the Havarti and Parmesan. Cover tightly with a lid or aluminum foil. And it's really nice because our Dutch oven here, of course, can go in the oven also.
I've never seen a Dutch oven that couldn't.
Yeah, I know.
Well, an electric Dutch oven, but yeah.
You would have loved to use a skillet, but we don't have a skillet deep enough for this.
Well, the reason for that is because the last step that we're going to do after we bake it and it gets nice and cooked is that you put in the rest of the cheese on top, and then you kick on the broiler and kind of brown that cheese on the top. So that's why I wanted the skillet. You'll still be able to pull it off in this.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
You didn't read all the way through the recipe?
No, I just read the ingredients. I was like, oh, that sounds good.
Okay.
I don't always read the directions on how to make it. I look at ingredients and say, you know what? That sounds good and interesting. We're going to do this one.
So we're just waiting for this to get up to a simmer because somebody had turned the burner down.
I'm sorry.
No.
I did turn it down because of the butter.
She turned it down because all that was in it was in the butter and the garlic and stuff, so she turned it down. I didn't notice that when I threw in the rest of this stuff. So now we got to wait for it to get up.
And that's okay because it's starting to boil a little.
No, it's not anywhere near being boiling.
Well, I could see the bubbles.
Yeah, okay. Boiling and simmering.
I saw bubbles.
That doesn't mean it's boiling.
I don't know. What is simmer and boil to you if you see bubbles? Tell us down below. This is a hummus disagreement here.
Yeah, it could be a disagreement, but I learned the terms from a chef, so.
If I see bubbles, it's starting to boil. See those little bubbles? I see them popping up. It's trying to boil. And he says it's trying to simmer.
No, when it starts, when you start to get the little bubbles going on. Now, if you're talking about something that's just a thin liquid, the bubbles will pretty much be around the edges. That's simmering.
Hey, buddy. Oh, and Dodger was so concerned about me when Kenneth got there. He totally dissed.
He just ignored me.
Kenneth. When he got in there, he saw me on the stretcher, and he ended up jumping up on the stretcher and just laying down next to me.
I was abandoned by my dog.
Hey, baby.
Is he? He's down there? Yeah.
Hello, buddy. Are you playing with your toys? No, sir. I love you, too.
Down.
Thank you. You can't just hop up on mommy like that. 60 pounds is not good. He doesn't know it, but he's going to the vet next week. Get his puppy well checkup. Well, he's not a puppy anymore, but get all of his shots. And then he's got 2 skin tags that have gotten longer. We've kept an eye on them and all that. Going to see about getting those removed because they're at the length now that he needs to. He's about, what, 7, 8 years old?
Yeah.
I think he's 8.
He's been in the family for 6 years.
I know. Yeah, so he's about 8 years old. Isis doesn't like how he sheds and everything like that, but we told her to get used to it because he's part of the family. He's a member of the family too, aren't you, buddy? Yes, you are.
Okay, so stirred in the cheese.
Okay.
And now,
Cover tightly with the lid. And the lid is behind you. And
I'm going to need the other glove.
okay.
Because I'm not going to do this one-handed.
And we can put it in there even though it's not at 425 right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, look, I'm going to turn this off.
Thank you. What's up, bud? Good boy. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put that in the oven for about 20 minutes. So you basically want to bake it until your rice or
in this case, cauliflower.
For us also it's going to be the broccoli a little bit until it's tender and most of your liquid is already absorbed. So about 20 minutes or so.
I'm telling you, this Havarti cheese is amazing.
And then after that, you're going to turn on the broiler, uncover it, sprinkle with the remaining Havarti, dill Havarti cheese and Parmesan, then broil until golden about 2 minutes, and then sprinkle with the reserved scallions that he put off to the side. So if you want the recipe of this, just drop recipe in the comments. Make sure to follow. Make sure to follow me. Also make sure to follow Kenneth. He is linked right here on my page, so if you click more about me, you're going to find him on there. And I think that's it. After dinner, he's got to take me to go get my car, and then for me to pick up my meds at HEB. I don't have any narcotics, which is a good thing. He put me on naproxen, which is just a stronger dose of relief.
You had the one dose of the narcotic.
Yeah, just one, just there. He didn't prescribe any for me at home.
Which I'm glad for.
Which is good, yeah. Because he knows I'm worthless if I'm on that. I really am. So, but it's not for a really long time. But anyway, you guys, if you want that recipe, drop recipe below. Make sure to follow both of us. And until our next video, stay true to yourself, be authentic, be genuine, show love to others, and of course, be kind.
Peace, love, and photography, folks. And remember, everything can make a beautiful image, including you. Have a great afternoon.
All right. Toodles.